I hope we never meet again. I met this girl in college, Shelly. We never really met eye to eye at all, but we tried to keep civil during classes. She came to college with a couple of friends, Kim and Leah. Me and Kim started dating shortly after starting college, and that's when things began to get weird. Shelly immediately tried to break me and Kim apart. Girl, back off. By the usual rumors and false accusations, including that I was only dating her to get sex, which wasn't the case at all. Me and Kim, along with the rest of our classmates, decided to keep her at arm's length. Even our tutors noted her behavior and brought her aside to tell her to stop. Even if me and Kim tried to complain to her directly, she would beg us to stop bullying her. Girl, you do the bullying. You are doing the bullying. Because she was epileptic and had learning difficulties. Yeah, but why are you a shitty person? Obviously, her defense mechanism to get people away from her that she didn't like. That's when things started to get strange. During our course, we were allowed to take an extracurricular activity. I chose photography and media editing, something I have to learn too. While Shelley and a few of other female classmates took a childcare course. It was during this point that I started to notice something strange. On a regular basis, I will see Shelley in town with friends. Now, these friends were mainly those with quite obvious learning difficulties. I knew a couple of them from college, but the people they were all associating with were clearly very young. I found out from Kim that during the last year of their secondary school education, Shelley took a childcare course there as well as doing some babysitting in her spare time to earn some money. At first, I didn't think much of it. She obviously spent a lot of time with young kids and teens, and it must have been normal to her. It didn't seem that odd at the time, but there was always this feeling in the back of my mind saying, there's something not right about this. I quickly dismissed, and after a while, I forgot about it entirely. Up until I got back in contact with some old friends. My one friend, who I will name V, told me that Shelley was quite abusive and had a habit of being mean to people, especially young kids. Knowing what she was like from college, I just wrote this off with her being a mean bitch. Yet, after several years following us all leaving college, I will still see her hanging around town with every young people. After a while, Shelley got in a relationship with a fat idiot named Jay. Me and Jay have never spoken in person, but I found out that she threatened V's partner during a confrontation at a local cafe, I think it's. One time I witnessed Jay yelling at Shelley in the middle of town, telling her she was stupid and an idiot. Now, at this point, all my hatred for Shelley quickly disappeared, and I felt like slugging Jay in the head for treating Shelley so badly. Yeah, especially as she was obviously pregnant at the time. A couple of incidents followed, including Shelley tripping over a pothole while heavily pregnant. I know it made quite a stir in the local papers, and within days the pothole was filled in by the local council. That's terrible. A year or so later, I got news that was both a mix of surprising and unsurprising. I heard rumors in town that Shelley got arrested for, oh my god. I can't read that. At first I just laughed it off and thought it was just a harmless rumor from people who see her in town hanging around with young kids. Then 6 months ago she turned up in the paper again. The report said that she denied 11 charges of SA to young girls. Reading that, it hit me like a brick. Every time made sense to me. The babysitting child care course, hanging around with young kids. It just fit perfectly. I got the date of an impending court case and made a note of it. Several months later, the court case started and I followed it intently on a website that shows the outline of court cases. Me, V, and her partner all met up during the court case and discussed what happened. V and her partner both thought she would be found guilty, while I gave her the benefit of doubt, innocent until proven guilty, and all that shit. During the week, it became obvious that it was a serious case. In the end, there was 7 witnesses that gave evidence against Shelley. The guilty verdict was read out, and according to newspaper reports, Shelley started crying as soon as the verdict was unveiled. In the reports, I read a sickening part of the case that shook me to core. Shelley committed the crimes while asking the girls to play a new game called Under the Bridge. After reading that, I felt physically sick. According to court transcripts, Shelley had such severe learning difficulties that she couldn't even defend herself during the court case and left all the work to the lawyer. She was obviously playing the "I'm disabled, don't bully me" card. She was due to be sentenced a few weeks ago, but apparently it's been postponed for psychiatric reports. I just hope the doctors are investigating her can see through her bullshit. The worst thing that come from this is that Shelley's child is still in her care by all accounts. Oh my god. Shelley, if I ever see you again, I hope it's with you behind bars. I hope that also. So, as you might know, I don't read the stories before I read it to you because I want a genuine reaction and I want myself to be surprised as well. And I didn't know the story will be like this. But I decided to post it anyway because it's a very sensitive subject. But maybe, I'm sure we can all learn from this story because we have to learn how to protect ourselves from this kind of people. And in this story are a lot of things you can learn. You as a young adult, as a teen, as a woman, as a genuine person that wants to protect people, small people that can't protect themselves. I don't like these kind of stories. Like, who likes them? Like, nobody likes them. But I read them with a purpose and hoping that it will help someone. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below what do you think about all this. Have a safe life. Bye.